From MTN and MontanaSports.com, this is Sunday Night Sports.
Hello everybody. Today is usually known as Selection Sunday, when the 68 Division I men's college basketball teams are chosen to compete in March Madness. It's a favorite day on the calendar for many of us, myself included, as we begin to pore over the bracket, hoping to win our office pools and see our team crowned national champion. But this March, we have a different kind of madness, one without sports for the foreseeable future. After a week no one will ever forget. The first known case of COVID-19, known now to all of us as the coronavirus disease, has been traced back to mid-November. But American sports fans will remember Wednesday, March 11th. That night, news broke that Utah Jazz center Rudy Gobert had tested positive, and everything changed. Utah's game in Oklahoma City was abruptly postponed moments before the opening tip, and the NBA season was suspended minutes later. Thursday morning, the dominoes began to fall. The NHL and Major League Baseball followed suit, suspending their seasons indefinitely. The first to affect Montana came from the Big Sky Basketball Championships in Boise.
The conference announced on Thursday morning that the remainder of the men's and women's basketball tournaments would be canceled, as other major college tournaments and pro sports around the United States were taking similar measures as this outbreak continues.
The news was especially tough for the Montana State women, who had already advanced to the championship game. Cats Big Sky Player of the Year Fallon Frigge summed it up on Twitter. Soon after, Montana's frontier schools were hit as the NAIA canceled its basketball tournaments, including the women's event in Billings.
Really, the NAIA is just following suit with what the NCAA has done, okay? Alex Tyson, executive director of Visit Billings, was actually in studio interviewing when her bosses at the NAIA phoned her with the news that it's been canceled.
We understand the decision. We understand it's for the safety of individuals as well as the community as a whole, and obviously the region. Nonetheless disappointing, though.
At least 5 Montana teams would have qualified, but through it all, fans still had the high school state tournaments to get them through. Play went on as usual Thursday, prompting this USA Today article noting us as the only state in America to do that. Then, by 6:30 p.m. Friday, PA announcers at the 4 tournament sites read a letter from the MHSA proclaiming there were no positive COVID-19 cases in the state and play would continue as normal. By 7 p.m., that was no longer true. And by 9:01, MHSA Executive Director Mark Beckman drafted a new letter, canceling the remaining tournament games starting Saturday morning. Semifinal winners were named co-state champions. Here is that announcement at the end of Hellgate's boys' semifinal win.
The Billings Sky Falcons boys and the Missoula Hellgate Knights boys is the 2020 World Class of.
The knee-jerk reaction was always going to be anger and disappointment, though teams all agreed later they understood the decision that had to be made for the greater good. The story isn't over. The Big Sky Conference has suspended all spring sports competitions indefinitely. Same goes for the GNAC, which houses MSU Billings. The Frontier Conference is leaving that choice up to its member schools for now, with Rocky taking the lead, postponing spring football drills that were slated to start Friday until at least April 13th. An NAIA meeting is set for later this week.